What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle, or at least the Nerd Cabin, I guess. I've got to revise my terminology slightly. I spent the evening chopping logs and making sure that we had the supplies we were going to need for the next period of the game. However, I'm getting the distinct feeling that I'm going to have to turn the game off soon because this game has this weird thing that it does where the longer you play it, the longer you play the game, the more your frame rate dies. I'm not sure what causes that. It just sort of happens. And I don't think it's anything overheating. I actually alt-tabbed out of the game to check and see because I thought maybe the GPU's overheating. I don't know. It's not. Everything's running okay. I think the game just like loses assets over time or amasses assets over time. I don't know. It's early alpha. But anyways, I have done an amazing job at destroying nature. Right now, Gaia is not happy with me. In fact, she is quite livid at the moment. And so what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and finish this off here. And in the interest of doing that, we've got so many logs laying around all over the place that I don't think we're going to have a problem doing it. So there's a little bit more log space. I did want to take, like, before we finish this series off for the time being, I did want to take a bunch of pictures of the... Oh my god, am I cold? What the hell is going on here? There's like an outliney thing happening. What is this? Okay, maybe I'm freezing. You are cold and wet. Build a fire to get dry. Okay. So apparently that mechanic is in place. As we had been debating in the previous episodes, I was saying that I wasn't entirely sure if they had even implemented the system for being cold and wet as of yet. It looks like they have, and so we don't want to be out in the night doing any sort of construction while there's rain falling. It's really weird that the rain is just falling from empty space. If there's no clouds or anything, it's just like the stars are pissing down upon us or something. As if our lives weren't hard enough. Oh yeah, my log holders don't work anymore. I don't know. I think they worked the first time, and then after that they just don't continue to function any longer. I'm not really sure what more to say about that. Try and keep myself warm until this rain goes away, because this is not the situation to be in whilst trying to craft, I guess. Especially, I don't like that little ringy thing that it puts around me. It makes me scared. It makes me worry that perhaps an appendage is going to fall off, or like a Donner Party situation is going to happen. And we stand in this game staunchly against the rise of cannibalism. We don't participate in that, so if we end up being the cannibals, I think it's going to be one of those weird kind of cinematic moments in which we're just like, no! It's like the end of Old Boy, basically. If I could package the feeling. God, what an ending to a film. What an ending to a film. Sucks to be that guy. For surezies. Let's go ahead and drop a few more logs in here. I think if I can work fast, we're not going to like freeze to death or anything. I got a lot, like I got little logs, thick logs, fat logs, skinny logs. There we go. A couple more of these in here. And I did want to do construction on camera because I know some people really like to see it. Other people do not. There's a few things left that I did want to test out in this alpha period before they patch in the next content. I am going to try and follow this game. So basically, if I stop doing episodes for this patch cycle, wait around a week and a half, and I'll probably start doing them for the next patch cycle because I do really enjoy my fire's already out, damn it. Go ahead and stoke this thing so I can get myself warm. It definitely looks like that's what fixes the coldness. It goes away the second that I do this. How many leaves do I have, by the way? I'm throwing leaves in here. Oh, we have like 80. Fine, we have plenty of leaves. It's all good. Make a pretty short work of this wall right here. But anyways, as I was saying, in this patch cycle, I think there's only like one or two more things that I wanted to test out. I wanted to test out the farming system because there is kind of a grow your own food type situation implemented right now. I don't know to what extent it has been completely and totally implemented. It may not work. It may work great. I'm not sure. And I did want to test that out before I quit. So I'll probably do that either this episode or the next one. We'll try the garden out and see if we can get that up and running. But until that point, let's go ahead and plug that hole right there by dropping some log in it. Because if there's one thing I know, you can plug most holes by dropping log in them. And so we'll go over here. Oh my god, so much running back and forth. I'm wondering if I killed all of the cannibals as well. I haven't seen any cannibals in a really, really long time. It's got me slightly concerned that I'm all on my own. Like, is it worse to be all on your own and maybe go insane? Or B, to at least know that there's somebody else on the island, but they're trying to eat you and kill you. Like, which is better for your sanity? And I can't really decide which one is going to be more conducive to keeping my psychological health intact. Because it's already pretty suspect most of the time. I mean, in all honesty, if I'm being honest with you guys, I'm already on the edge. I mean, I'm already there, so... Is this still going? Good, warm me. Command you, fire! Make good with your glowy bits and cause me to feel better. I do think that things respawn because I distinctly remember removing that rock right there from my base. earlier, so I'm thinking that the trees come back too, maybe. I don't know. It's a hard thing to tell. Either way, a little bit more logging to do, I think. Are there any trees still remaining out here? I think I got most of them, but it's hard to tell. Let's cook ourselves another dinner. But I'm going to do that on a normal cook fire this time. Oh, hey, what's up, dead naked guy outside my base? How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just laying face down in the mud. You know, since you hit me with an axe a few times, I felt like I'd take a little nap until I felt better. It's been like 4 days. Still not feeling better. Oh, you know. Put this little guy right here. And then we will use the Bic lighter. Is that lighter branded? Hold on. Does it say Bic on the side of it? Take that thing out. Hey. Hey. Oh, it says Sill. Okay. I was going to say, that'd be interesting if it said Bic on the side. I wonder if Bic would actually approve of that. Would Bic be okay with their product being related to a cannibal holocaust? Who knows? Let's try and cook one of these fish. And why did I drop a rock? It's a little bit weird. Oh my god, an enormous spider. Holy hell. No, I'm not get out of here. Not okay with this. You missed! Coming back tonight, I'm gonna bite you while you're sleeping and it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be the best thing I've done in my spider life, which consequently is only like a week long. Did that bird just eat it? I thought I heard a chomping noise. I'm pretty sure that bird just ate. Ooh, fish gives you full too. Even better. Alright, so we've got a lot of time on our hands until we're going to have to go out and hunt again. I think we've got at least like a day and a half, so we might as well just keep ourselves moving on building the base. And then once we get this done... There's a bunch of logs laying around down here too. God, these things are migratory. These things are getting around. They're getting around. They're all over the place. I suppose we will fill in the closest wall with whatever we have. And then since we've got full stamina, I can get away with sprinting around the forest in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, I go walking in the sleet. It's an Aaron Neville song. I don't know much. God. How long has it been since I heard Aaron Neville on the radio? It's got to be a while. Like, whatever happened to Aaron Neville? He just, like, vanished. I think Harry Potter did him in. Now everybody thinks he's that kid that spontaneously turned out to be good looking once he got older. I don't even know the name of that actor, but anyways, that's always what they say about Neville, right? Is that he started out like... He has like ugly duckling syndrome or something. That's at least what I think people say about him. Why am I still carrying a rock around with me? Let's combine some of our stuff to get some more stuff, because obviously we just need to carry around more junk with us. Because that's how successful packing works. I would feel slightly worried about the fact that I'm carrying around like 50 Molotovs with me in a backpack. Like, what if I brush a rock too hard or something? Strikes a spark on accident, just poof. There goes me. The end of the adventure. Okay, and so I don't want this rock anymore. Like, I don't want it around me. I don't want it to be part of me. I don't want it to be any aspect of my adventuring right now. Instead, I'm going to make the best use that I can of all of these logs downhill. How are we losing our stamina so rapidly? We run out, we get tired really, really easy. And I guess that's a really judgmental and easy thing for me to say, since I'm not the guy surviving on a ridiculous forest island. But you know what? We run out of stamina a lot. I'm going to say it anyways. Kind of run these back. I'm also not carrying around 100-pound logs all day. I suppose that might be the other kink in this plan here. We are going to finish this fortress, though. I really, really, really need this fort to be finished. There we go. We'll throw that in. I'm hoping I can get it done before the ridiculous amount of frame loss that I'm getting each episode. I've watched it every single episode. Every 30 minutes I lose about 2 frames. And so since I started around at like... Well, I guess it's about every 15 minutes if I'm paying better attention. But every 15 minutes I seem to lose a couple frames. They just vanish. They're off the grid. I wonder if being cold actually causes your stamina to go down a little bit quicker. There's a bunch of logs laying around down here. I don't even know how those ones got out there. I don't remember chopping down trees in that area, but apparently I did, or somehow they managed to move their way over there. I don't know. The logs in this game are weird, weird fellows. They tend to just land all over the place. I'll finish the doorway. There we are. We'll leave that on an odd number because I hate myself. When carrying twos, it's always fun to leave things on an odd number so that later on you can become angry at yourself and be like, no! What have I done? My 2 logs aren't divisible. This is terrible. I do wish that I could tear these effigies down. I really, really do. Or at least there's a clown shoe on this one. Apparently at some point they caught a clown who had an umbrella and aviators. I don't know, a little bit of an odd dress sense for a clown, but with all the other weird shit that's been going on in this island, I'm just not going to question it. We're just going to allow it to happen. We're going to note it and then move forward. We're not going to waste too much intellectual... No, we're not going to burn the intellectual calories on it. There we go. That's the phrase that I'm looking for. Every now and again, my phrases just go missing, and I don't even know what to do with them. These logs are just floating around in the water. Alright. Well, I suppose we'll go leftwards down the beach this time and see where it lands us. We already went right down the beach, so let's go left down the beach and see what kind of magical things await us off in this direction. I'm willing to bet they probably won't be that magical. At least not magical in the Disney sense of the word. They're probably going to suck. I think we found... Is it ever going to stop raining on this island? Like, really? It is quite rainy, and it does not appear to want to leave us alone. Maybe we'll find blackberry bushes or something useful around here. I'm actually going to try and stay up along the top of this crest over here so that we can look down on the beach and make sure. I've noticed that the cannibals really do like to patrol the beach a lot. Oh, we made it back to the Moose Lodge. That's right. In the previous grouping, I think the first episode, we were near one of these enormous trees. I don't know what these signify, but I'm hoping that later on there will definitely be something lore related that's implemented that surrounds these trees because they obviously look different. And so if I had to take a guess at what the developers are thinking, those are probably going to be pivotal to the gameplay in some mechanism one way or the other. Maybe as gathering places for you, where you can bring other survivors, or where you can set up camps. That would be cool too if you could set up bases and arm all of your own guys to hold off the cannibal attacks and things like that. I mean, I always come up with ideas that are pretty much straight out of Mountain Blade, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. There are a lot of cool ideas that they could run with in this game, and I'm hoping that they do. They have a whole lot of intellectual leeway right now, or developmental or creative leeway, to come up with some really incredible gameplay concepts, as long as they can get the ideas down. And oh my god, look at the size of that skull right there. That guy had a huge head. That guy's head was enormous. Guy had a head like Andre the Giant. Jesus. Just walking around with a big old bowling ball head. Heed. Pants. No. There you go. There's your Mike Myers reference for the day. The random obscure reference that I'm going to make in this episode. What is that? There's a spear in the water? There's always spears here, but I don't see any fish around. Most of the ponds that we come across seem to be very much derelict and not really useful for anything. Left side of the island thus far, not being very impressive. Oh, there's the boat from the first episode. Maybe I should go out and corral some supplies from there. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll also grab all this stuff from along the beach. Our energy's looking a little bit low, so I'll probably throw down on a soda or something like that. I'll treat myself for a little bit. Just a tennis ball over here. It looks like the cannibals have done pretty good work getting in here and grabbing all the stuff that they want. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a lot left for us. But then again, we're a little bit late in the game, so it's to be expected. Let's see if there's anything on the boat. I don't remember looting this, but I may have. It's a possibility if you will stop being winded. God, most lethargic character ever. Oh, the swimming's working for once. That's rare. Sometimes you just walk along the bottom. Ah, I didn't loot this. I mean, none of this is really quite as useful as I'm making it out to be, but it's still kind of cool. You're cold and wet. Build a fire to get dry. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that too well. I decided to go swimming in the middle of a winter storm. Not my best managerial decision. Not the one that I think is going to make me famous, nor the one that's going to endear me to my coworkers. Yet still at the same time, a decision's a decision. And so, hey, it's Sharky. We found him. We talked about him in the stream. Throw that over there. Fetch, boy! Fetch! Sharky's mostly good at playing dead. He's not so great at fetching. It's definitely not his sport of choice. break these on open, get ourselves some more backup food, because you never know. Those chocolate bars tend to be incredibly useful. I don't really care about the chocolate bars until I don't have them, and then once I don't have them, I'm like, well, I have no backup plan. Now I've got to go out and hunt lizards and be climbing around in trees doing all kinds of crazy snake eater stuff, and this is far too much exertion for what I was planning on doing. Will you just break that thing open, please? There's a special swing that he does when he breaks it open, that overhead chop, and if you don't have it targeted properly, he just sits there and goes, nyeh, 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 and just like never gets anything done. I wish we could eat the starfish, but I guess the starfish aren't appetizing or something. There's another dead guy. I could tempt fate and try and murder him. Hey. Does he have CDs around his neck? Oh yeah, he's got a necklace made out of CDs. What the hell is up with this guy's teeth? Holy shit. That would need a serious toothbrush. Yikes. Definitely don't want to be taking a love bite from that guy. Is that a cave? Ooh, a cave. Let's go exploring, and if we die down here, it won't really matter because we've pretty much seen everything anyways. The lighter works underwater. Will I drown eventually? Like, am I even in water anymore? I don't even know if this counts any further. Let me see if I can get the flashlight because it works way better. And I hate it a lot less. Flashlight's still bugged, unfortunately. I should probably also get out a flare gun, you know, something that can actually injure something. In case the enemy... Oh, don't do that. I'm actually feeling a little bit pensive right now. So light in the What in the hell? It's like an octopod or something. Flare gun, you want to aim a little bit better? Oh no. What in the hell is that? One thing that I do know for certain is that I don't want to be near it. Ah! Your flare gun will bug out every now and again, by the way. It just means... Oh, it got through. Oh no. This would be a lot more helpful if I could aim. Like, there is no aiming mechanism in the game. It kind of just does whatever it wants. Oh, that's fun. Let's try a Molotov. Maybe that'll get him. Take that, douche. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be helping that much. Oh, and it's still after us. Run away. Did it die? Howl once if yes. Make a noise if you are dead. I didn't think that would work either. It's worth a shot though. Oh, this is the worst day for me ever. Why would anybody even contemplate this adventure? Why are you firing straight up in the air, you idiot? Hey, why? Alright, whatever. Octomonster can have the cave. I don't even want it. Especially considering my proficiency with aiming appears to be bordering on the criminally suspect. Like, really? Oh, now he can aim. Maybe it's because I'm underwater that it won't aim the flares or something. I don't know. I don't think that works either. Well, we found ourselves a cave, so at least we know that's there with the octopod monster thingy in it. I don't even know what that thing is called. I'm going to name it Stitch just for funsies, because it appears to be sewn together in quite the morbid way. I think we'll go back. If I could aim my gun, I'd be a little bit happier. I don't want to fight it, though. I know for sure that I don't want to fight that thing. It's got way too many legs. It can kick me at a rate that is almost unimaginable, and I don't like being kicked. It's a fun fact. A little factoid you can put to use whenever you reference Splattercat. Does not enjoy being kicked. Subtext. So I think I'm going to avoid the possibility of getting myself footed to death. We are quite shivery at the moment. Might be time to make ourselves a fire. Then again, I wanted to see what was on the left side of the island, so we are going to see what is on the left side of the island, damn it. Oh, okay, so this is where our first base was, right here. Okay, so I know sort of where we are. There's the chance that we'll run into cannibals while we're out here. I don't know if it's a guarantee, but there's a chance. Although at this point, I would rather run into more cannibals than run out of them, because we're definitely out of cannibals right this second. I haven't seen a single cannibal since we murdered that first group. I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore. I don't even know what I stand for. I don't even know what the point is in living if I can't murder cannibals with a flare gun. Another cave? No. Just like a mountain armpit? Okay. Well, I was hoping there would be a cave over here given how many of the effigies were around. Ah, well, what can you do? I guess we'll head back to base now. We came off to the left, and it seems to have been a reasonably decent idea. I'll try to get the base built and just show it off for a little bit. Maybe do the gardening thing as well. It looks as though my frame rate is about to die on me. We've lost about 7 frames during the course of this playthrough, and considering I started out at 60 frames and every single episode has dropped cumulatively by 5 more, I'm guessing that pretty soon the game's going to be unplayable. I don't know if it's dumping things into memory at a weird rate, or if just like... I don't know, there's something definitely wrong with the game right now with the way that it's indexing something. Because there's no overheating issue, and it just keeps dropping frames eventually. Like, over time, I noticed this when I was playing single player too, is that over time, eventually, you're just gonna have to stop playing. What's in here? Is this where I escaped from? I don't think that it is. Let's have a look around and see if we can find anything useful in here, because I have heard that there are like sharpened spears and things in some of the caves. And sharpened spears are actually sounding pretty useful right now. Couple of buckets down in here for fun time. They have an arm full of buckets. It's like my anatomy class. Oh, I'm sorry, a bucket full of arms. It's like my anatomy class. I don't know if these are breakable, but I'm not going to take the time to risk it right now when we might be under threat of murder. Go a little bit further down in here. Where is this light source coming from? Oh, never mind. Okay, so there's a hole in the cave. There's a hole in the top of the cave. Sounds like a children's song. I don't see anything. Well, I mean, I can't see anything because it's... Oh, yeah, let's do that. Can't see anything because it's dark as hell. There we go. That's a little bit better. I mean, it means I'm going to have to run away if I trigger anything down here, but... It's better than not being able to see where it's ass. Magazines. A stack of jawbones. Why they stack jawbones, I don't know. Artistic expression, who can say anything about it? So many buckets. What the hell was on that plane? Like 1,000 buckets? What were we doing? We're on a plane flight to go bail out a ship or something? Jesus. Buckets everywhere. I guess the cannibals really, really love buckets. That's about the best guess I could take. Oh, I'm going back the way I came, aren't I? I think. I don't know. Let me eat something. Pop another flare. Just to keep our light radius. I don't think I am. So why is there a flare gun laying over here? I don't recall dropping a flare gun on this side. Oh! No, 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 no. You can throw the flare, by the way. So it'll give you a light source over time. Woo! Another one. I guess these things always live underground in subterranean environments. Why are you not working? Why are you such a terrible damn flare gun? Like, why don't you shoot? Like, where are you even firing to? I can't even, like, judge my trajectory right now. Luckily, it doesn't appear... It appears to be just as inept as my flare gun. So I would prefer to keep it that way. That does not appear to be the way to get rid of this thing. Alright, well, I'm leaving. It is, by all intents and purposes, immune to everything that I have to throw at it. I don't want to play anymore. Taking my ball, going home. I said to pop a flare, man. There we go. Alright, so we got a flare. There's a hole in the wall right here. Can I escape through it? Or am I just going to get stuck? Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Okay, game is broken through there. Past that point, all game physics no longer function. Well, the caves are interesting thus far. If I had a functional weapon, I think they'd be a little bit more interesting. I believe I'm going to go back and try and fix up the base. And once I get all the walls in and everything, we'll do one last recap episode until the next patch cycle, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to turn the game off. That's the thing, is the frame rate has died to such an extent that I don't think that it's going to be sustainable to record too many more episodes. But I did want to give you some episodes to watch, something kind of fun to chew on for a little bit while we wait for the game to get fixed. If the game's saved, I would just bail out right now and, you know, honestly, I'll probably do another playthrough the second that the game saves just because I do like it. But right now, it's very, very difficult and untenable to keep an LP running when I can't, like, jump out of the game to reset whatever this frame lag is. And believe me, leaving the game and coming back in does fix it. Oh, there's more dead guys. I didn't even see them. How did I walk through a room full of dead guys without ever noticing that they were here? Maybe I didn't come in this way. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. Room full of dead guys, though. And ladies. I see a fair amount of the chesticles in this room, so I think it's safe to assume that a lot of the people in here are female. And I'm kind of lost, too. I don't really know how to get out of here. I may have gotten disoriented, which would be kind of special. Ah, well. I'm going to break the episode off right here. I'll find my way out of the cave. It's not going to take me that long. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for another episode of The Forest. I look forward to playing it all with you next time. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.